Yeah, we're gonna move ahead to the next topic, and that is your girl Amanda Sillis. So, as I was saying earlier, your girl Amanda Sillis was at a sit down where she basically was having multiple debates with Black conservatives. So, I pretty much picked out what I thought was the best one of the debates, at least among the ones that I saw. And I also like the fact that at the end that she was able to agree with this guy. At the end, they agreed on something, and it's something very important in this, in my opinion, that needs to be pointed out to our community, because we've been foolishly thinking certain things for quite a while, and we just need to, we just need to get away from it. But I'm gonna share the video, and then we'll do the reaction to it. We need to get you to streamer universe. Hey, that's Kai Cenat shit, right? It would be mad entertaining, I guess. But anyway, let me go ahead and share this video. Oh, ain't that? I should have checked that before I tried. So I'm gonna have to do it a different way. Give me a second. They trying to say it's non-supported. Goddamn screen, y'all. Apologize for the technical difficulties that they putting on me right now. You know, I'm mad, some mad hate. All right. So here is the video.
So you're suggesting that it was okay for slaves' bodies to not only be used for labor, but also used to empower those who are harming them to be fairly represented in government?
I think it's absolutely, they should have been used, period.
Okay,
I think it was
so then we agree.
First off though, this a little bit off topic. This nigga mustache look like he's straight from a different time zone. I don't know why that nigga came up there looking like that. But anyway, I just had to put that out.
Yeah, so we agree on that.
It was absolutely abhorrent. There's no excuse for it. There's no justification for it.
Where's the argument? Because ultimately, when there was an opportunity in Reconstruction for there to be equality and humans considered in a real way and protected,
Democrats torched it. Andrew Johnson.
Yes, as well as the Supreme Court. That's actually...
See, this right here is what's important to me. The reason why I resonated with this video. The part where they're talking about Andrew Johnson. It is so many people that believe Andrew Johnson did great things for Black people, when that is absolutely not true. Andrew Johnson is the reason why a lot of us, majority of us as Black people, believe in this liberal mindset right now and keeps voting Democrats, regardless of the BS they be putting us through year after year, year after year. But I love how they ended with this video. Go ahead and let it finish, then I'll go ahead and give my full reaction.
more important what we have to acknowledge. The Supreme Court, the Supreme Court has actively throughout this entire existence of this nation been at the forefront of impeding any advancement, and it ends up sending us back over and over and over again because it doesn't have term limits, because it doesn't have term limits. You know, it's not elected, it's appointed, and ultimately they have made it abundantly clear that they pick and choose when it's the states that are going to have rights and when they're going to be in a federal position of precedence.
Well, that has to do with the supremacy clause. So the supremacy clause is when a federal law is in conflict with state's law. The federal law, for example, in California, weed is legal, right?
But federally
it's not. So they can come down here and they could say, hey, we're going to raid all these places, and they would be completely in line with the law.
And so this is how segregation and discrimination ended up existing even after the civil rights laws of the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment were passed, because Congress said we need to protect Black people, and the Supreme Court said we actually are not going to give you the right to do so. For what it's worth, I think we can do this back and forth all day, but at the end of the day, I will completely agree with you. Black people need to let the Democrats go. I think Black people need to let both of these parties go and figure out a way to move forward together in our own nation.
You know what?
There you have it. See, that's the part that I was waiting to get to. That's the truth. We are so fixated on thinking that the Democrats is the party that we just stick to, and no matter what, Trump is bad and everything like that. No matter who running on the Republican side. They the racists, they the evil people. When actually the Republicans, the Democrats, they're really messed up, evil individuals as well. Like, I can go on and on about some of the evil that they did and are still doing. So the real truth, I'm glad Amanda was able, and this brother right here was able to agree upon that both of them need to be labeled. We need to be coming up with our own thought process and coming up with our own political views and party to represent us, because the truth is neither one is favorable for us. But I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there. Damn sure the Democrats ain't. And they've been fooling us through Andrew Johnson and the Supreme Court, with both of them together as accomplices, to have us constantly thinking they're the ones that's there for us. And it's just a lie, people. It's literally a lie. A lot of people come along to get along just to fit in. People are easily influenced by society. That is true. Neither party is for us. It's all the same. Exactly, Mike. Do you believe that a man could be a house husband if he was faithful, loyal, and handling business? That's a good question, DeMarcus. So for me, I would say it's not ideal. Do I think it's possible? Yeah, it's possible. But it's not ideal for a multitude of reasons. Because for one thing, men, we're just biologically, our bodies are just built to be, workers and stuff like that. Like, that's what we were put on the planet to do, to lead, stuff like that. But unfortunately, that's not the case. And we have some exceptions to the rule, remarkable women who are able to, obtain resources and stuff like that. They may, oversee the man that she's with. But here's the problem, where the problem lies. In order for that to work, the woman would have to be able to turn the switch like that. Like, yeah, in the work field, you gotta go hard and stuff like that, tap into your masculine energy a little bit. But when you come home, you gotta still realize that although you're making more money, he's still a man. That don't mean you can walk over him, talk to him any kind of way because you make more money than him. Because the truth is, he's still the protector. You can have a multi-million-dollar house with a bunch of luxury, jewelry, you know what I'm saying, whatever up in the house. And if a robber was to bust in, to come and rob you, you're going to expect that man that you feel like is lesser to protect you. And if that's your husband, that's what he's supposed to do. But see, you gotta respect that. So it's all gonna come down to the respect level of the woman. If the woman can respect the man still, but still make more money than him, then it could work. But the problem is, I would say at a 90% rate, most women can't. Most of them are gonna look at you as less than. They're gonna look down on you. They're gonna eventually say, "Oh, you." When they get mad at you, the truth is gonna come out. Oh, you broke. You need to get your broke ass. You know, I'm the one paying out there. You ain't doing that. You ain't no real man. You all kinds of stuff like that. So for me, like I said, it's not ideal, but it can work. But it all comes down to a mutual respect and communication among them. I think the Republican Party became mostly white when JFK/Lyndon Johnson transition. I don't know about that. I'll lose my mind being in that. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I'll say that. Because I don't had a small part where years ago where I lost a significant amount of money, and at that time my girl at the time was actually making more money than I was, and it was not a nice thing to say that. And that's something that I'll never love to put myself in that position again, because they're gonna treat you like shit. Most of them. Man could be a house husband and make content. So you're talking about being a house dude, a house husband that actually makes more money than his woman. Explain a little bit more what you mean by that. Why do women don't want protection? Well, to a degree they don't. You mean like they don't want? The thing is that the thing that I think a lot of them don't realize is that you're only able to do some of the stuff that you're doing because of me. Like, that's the truth. We didn't have the military. We didn't have the police. We didn't just have good men in general that will protect you if the evil men were to.
Where to go?
Gotcha. Okay. That was my mom, people. But what was my last talk? Basically, if it wasn't for the military and stuff like that, you wouldn't be able to, hold on to some of the stuff that you're holding on to. You're only enjoying it because of men are actually protecting you to enjoy what you're enjoying. The truth is, you still, to a degree, need men. So you're talking about a retired husband, but the woman is still working. That women value their partner, even when they don't. Trust his judgment, respect his vows. So anyway, let me go ahead and move on to the next topic, which is we got the ultimate simp. Now, this nigga right here. Hold up. Where's the ultimate simp? I'm looking for him. He out here hiding. That's simp. There you go. It's sensational. I don't even like using the terminology simp too much like that. But with this nigga, he the true definition. I'm sorry. So I don't know how many of y'all are familiar with this nigga right here. Y'all that awakening. Because this nigga is the ultimate, like basically his thought process and his talking points is he's telling women, go out there and date all the men. Don't have sex with them, but date all of them and may the best man win. Now, I'm not totally against that. I do think women should place themselves with the best man. But it's how he's telling them to go about it. And the problem here is he's leading them astray with a lot of these ignorant thought processes that he's putting out there. And I'm pretty sure he's intelligent of a man to know that he's setting them up for failure. But he don't care because it's profitable for him. And he's almost like Dr. Umar to a degree, but he's worse than Dr. Umar. He's not scamming people out of money, but he's messing the women's head up with some of this bullshit that he's putting out. But I'm gonna go ahead and share the video of this nigga and the bullshit he was saying. I'm gonna have to do the same thing. I don't know, StreamYard out here bullshitting today. Give me a second to go ahead and get this video out. People misconstrue what a house husband is. A house husband is not out or a negative term. I agree with you on that, DeMarcus. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. More than likely, that's